everyone, welcome to Light Classes. Today we are going to solve practice set number 1.5. In that, the first question is the two number differ by 3. Means the difference between two number is positive 3. Means we are going to subtract greater number and smaller number. The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Means the addition of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Then we have to find the original numbers. First of all, we have to consider the greater and the smaller number. So let us assume, let smaller number be x and greater number be y. Now, according to first condition, they said that they differ by 3. Means greater number minus 3 or x is equals to 3. So y minus x is equals to 3. This is equation number 1. Or else we can write it as minus x plus y is equals to 3. This is equation number 1. Next, the second condition is the sum of twice the smaller number. We have assumed x is a smaller number, means twice the smaller number. Sum, they have told sum, so addition, and thrice the greater number, means 3y is equals to 19. This is equation number 2. If we are going to compare equation number 1 and equation number 2, we come to know that here it is minus x. If we multiply equation number 1 by 2, we get twice x. Means we are going to use here elimination method. We are going to eliminate the x term. So already it is in a subtracted form. So we are going to multiply equation number 1 by 2. So if we multiply equation number 1 by 2, we get equation number 3. So 2x minus 2x plus 2y is equals to 6. This is equation number 3. Now, if we compare equation number 2 and equation number 3, if we add both the equation number 2 and equation number 3, we get just one variable term. Means x variable is going to eliminate. So what we are going to do here, we are going to add equation number 2 and equation number 3. Adding equation 2 and 3. Now, if we add equation 2 and 3, then plus 2x minus 2x get eliminated. 3y plus 2y is equals to 5y. 19 plus 6 is equals to 25. Now here 5 is in multiplied form. If we are going to shift it, then it becomes divided. Y is equals to 25 upon 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25. So we get the value of 5 is equals to y is equals to 5. Then if we are going to substitute the value of 5 in equation number 1, if or substitute or put y is equals to 5 in equation 1, then we get the value. So here equation number 1 is minus x plus y is equals to 3. So minus x plus y is equals to 5 is equals to 3. Or else minus x and this 5, if we shift that, it becomes positive negative. So 3 minus 5 or x is equals to minus 2 will be the answer. Minus minus sign get cancelled. X is equals to 2. Or so x is equals to 2. We get the value of x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 5. So we find the number. The numbers are 2 and 5. Thus, the numbers are 2 and 5. Now, the second question is the activity. Complete the following. They have given an activity that is I am a rectangle and they have given their sides in equation form, as well as they have told us if I am a rectangle, find the values of x and y, which is are in equation form, and find my perimeter and area. So first of all, we have to find x and y, the values of x and y, and then we are going to put the values, or we are going to substitute the values of x and y in the side, and we are going to find the perimeter and area. Now, if it is giving us a hint that I am a rectangle, and we know that the opposite side of a rectangles are equal to each other, then we can able to write opposite side of rectangle is equal. So we can able to write 2x plus y plus 8 is equals to 2x plus y plus 8 is equals to 4x minus y. 4x minus y. We are going to solve it, means this 2x, if we are going to shift that, or else 2x minus 4x, we are shifting this 4x here, minus 4x plus y, this plus y, and this minus becomes plus when we are going to shift it here. Then plus 8. Then what happens? Minus 2x plus 2y plus 8 is equation number 1. We get one equation. Now another equation, x plus 4 is equals to 2y. So x plus 4 is equals to 2y. So what we are going to do here? We are going to shift this 2y here. It becomes negative. And we are going to shift this 4 there. It becomes negative. So x minus 2y is equals to minus 4. So equation number 2. Now, if we are going to observe equation number 1 and equation number 2, we come to know that this is 2y positive here, and here 2y is negative. So what we are going to do? Adding equation 1 and 2. Because we are using a elimination method, we are going to eliminate the term of y. So what we are going to do here? Adding equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. Then what we are going to get? Minus 2x plus 2y plus 8 and x minus 2y is equals to minus 8. Minus 4. Here we are going to write is equals to minus 8. So now see here, if you are going to add, this term is going to be eliminate. Minus 2 and plus x is equals to minus x is equals to minus plus minus 12. So x is equals to minus sign get cancelled, and x is equals to plus 12. So now if you are going to put the value of x is equals to 12 in equation number 1, we are going, or equation number 2, then we are going to get the value of y. So substitute, or else put x is equals to 12 in equation 2. So the equation number 2 is x minus 2y is equals to minus 4. If x is equals to 12, then minus 2y is equals to minus 4. This 12 becomes negative and we are going to shift it here. Then minus 2y is equals to minus 4 minus 12. So minus 2y is equals to minus 16. This 2y is in multiplied form. If you are going to shift, it becomes divided. Then y is equals to minus 16 upon minus 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 8s are 16. Minus sign get cancelled. Y is equals to 8. Now here we get the value of x and y. So one step of solution has been completed. Now they have told find my perimeter. First of all, we have to find the side. So we know opposite side are equal. So just we are going to find length and breadth. So if you are going to find a breadth, then 4x minus y. We know the value of x. So we are going to substitute 4 into 12 minus y is equals to 8. So 4 12s are 48 minus 8. So we get the value of breadth is equals to 40. 48 minus 8 is equals to 40 units. Because the unit is not given. Now, if you want to find the length, then x plus 4 is equals to length. Then length x plus 4 is equals to length, and we know the value of x is equals to 12 plus 4 is equals to 16 units. Means we get the length and breadth of the rectangle. Now we have to find the perimeter. The formula for the perimeter is perimeter of rectangle is equals to twice L plus B, means length plus breadth. Now twice length is equals to 40 and 60. 40 plus 16. So 14 plus 16 is equals to 56. 2 into 56 is equals to 2 into 56, 112 units. So we get the perimeter, that is 112 units. Now we are going to find the area. Area is equals to length into breadth. So area of rectangle is equals to length into breadth, and we know length is equals to 40. Breadth is equals to 40 and length is equals to 16. 16 into 40. So 16 into 14. 16 fours are 64 and 0 as it is. So 640 square unit, because we are finding the area. So it is a square unit. So here the solution is the value of x is 12, the value of y is 8, and the breadth of the rectangle is 40 units, and the length of the rectangle is 16 units, as well as the perimeter of rectangle is 112 units, and area of rectangle is 640 square units. Now the third question is, the sum of father's age and twice the age of his son is 70. If we double the age of father and add it to the age of his son, the sum is 95. Then find their present age. Means we have to find the present age of father and the son. So let us assume the age of father and son, and then we are going to find the present ages. Let father's age be x years and son's age be y years. Now, according to the first condition, the sum of father's age and twice the age of his son, means son's age is y years and father's age is x year. Means according to the first condition, we can able to write here x plus 2y is equals to 70. This is equation number 1, because the age sum of the age of father plus twice the age of his son is equals to 70 years. Now the second situation is, if we double the age of father added to the age of his son, then the sum is 95. Means if we double the age of father, means 2x, and added to the age of son, then it is 95. This is equation number 2. And we have to find their present age. Now, if we are going to observe the equation, we come to know that here the x is single and here the y is single, here the y is double and x is double. In this situation, what we are going to do here, first of all, we are going to add equation 1 and 2. We are going to get equation number 3. Then in second condition, what we are going to do, we are going to subtract both equation and we are going to get fourth equation. Means the main equation we are going to get by adding and subtracting the equations. So our first step is to adding the equations, both the equation, and then we are going to get a new equation. So if we are going to add equation, first adding equation 1 and 2. So x plus 2x, 3x plus 2y plus 1y, 3y is equals to 70 plus 95, 165. 165. This is equation number 3. But we can simplify it by dividing by 3. Here 3y, and we can able to divide 165 by 3. So we are going to simplify the equation. So dividing by 3. If we are going to divide this equation by 3, we are going to get x plus y is equals to 5 3 is 15, 15, okay, 55. So we get equation number 3, x plus y is equals to 55. Now what we are going to do? We are going to subtract both the equations. So subtracting equation 1 and equation number 2. If we are going to subtract equation 1 and 2, what we are going to get? 2x plus y is equals to 95 minus x minus 2y is equals to minus 70. So 2x minus x is equals to x minus y is equals to 95 minus 70 is equals to 25. Now we get equation number 4. Now if we are going to observe equation number 3 and equation number 4, we come to know that if we are going to use your elimination method, then we can eliminate the y term and we are going to get the x term. So what we are going to do here, we are going to add equation number 3 and equation number 4. Adding equation 3 and 4. So what we are going to get here, x plus y is equals to 55 and x minus y is equals to 25. Now we are adding the equation. So 5, 10 and 18 is equals to 2x. Means we get here 2x is equals to 80. If we are going to see here 80 divided by 2, then x is equals to 40. Means here we get the age of father, but we require the age of son as well. So what we are going to do here, we are going to substitute x is equals to 40 in equation number 3, because equation number 3 is a simple equation. So we are going to substitute the value of x in equation number 3. So see here x plus y is equals to 55. If we substitute x is equals to 40, then 40 plus y is equals to 55. Then y is equals to 55 minus 40 and y is equals to 15. Means here we find the ages of father and son. Hence the age of father is 40 years and the age of son is 15 years. So thus the age of father is 40 years and the age of son is 15 years. Now the fourth question is, the denominator of a fraction is 4 more than the twice its numerator and the denominator becomes 12 times the numerator if both the numerator and the denominator are reduced by 6. Then find the fraction. We have to find the fraction. So now let us consider the numerator and denominator. So let numerator be x and denominator be y. Means the fraction would be, fraction is equals to x by y. Now according to the first condition, the denominator of a fraction is 4 more than the twice its numerator. Means denominator is equal to twice more than numerator and 4. So y is equals to twice x plus 4. This is the first equation. Now the second equation. Denominator becomes 12 times the numerator if both the numerator and denominator are reduced by 6. Means y minus 6 is equals to 12 x minus 6. Both are reduced by 6. Then we get that the denominator is 12 times more. Okay, becomes 12 times more. Then we are going to solve these equations and then we are going to number it. But first equation, 2x minus y is equals to minus 4. This is equation number 1. Equation number 2, y minus 6 is equals to 12x 72 minus 72. Then right here 12x minus 72 minus y plus 6 is equals to 0. Then 12x minus 72 and plus 6 is equals to minus 66 minus y is equals to 0. Means 12x minus y is equals to plus 66. Now this is equation number 2. What we are going to do? We are going to subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2. Subtracting. Why we are going to subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2? Because here minus y and minus y. When we are going to subtract it, the sign get changed. Then so we are going to subtract equation 1 and equation number 2. Now see here 12x minus y is equals to 66, and if we are subtracting this equation, then minus 2x plus y is equals to plus 4. Then 66 plus 4 is equals to 70. Y get eliminated. 12 minus 2 is equals to 10. X is equals to 70 divided by 10. Then x is equals to 7. Then what we are going to do here? If we get the numerator, we are going to find the denominator. Means we are going to substitute the value of x in equation number 1. So put x is equals to 7 in equation number 1. Equation number 1 is 2x minus y is equals to minus 4. So value of x is equals to 14. Means 2 into 7. X is equals to 7 and y is equals to minus 4. So 2 sevens are 14. Minus y is equals to minus 4. Means here 14 is positive. If we are going to shift, it becomes negative. Minus y is equals to minus 4 minus 14. Minus minus become positive, but the sign will be negative. Minus 18. Then y is equals to minus positive 18. Sign get cancelled. Means we get the value of numerator and denominator, and they have told find the fraction. If fraction is equals to x by y, then is equals to 7 by 18. So the given fraction or the fraction will be 7 by 18. Now we are going to solve next question. The second last question is, two types of boxes A and B are to be placed in a truck having capacity of 10 tons. Means there were two boxes, A type box and B type box, and they have to place in a truck which is having a capacity of 10 tons. When 150 boxes of type A and 100 boxes of type B are loaded in a truck, it weighs 10 tons. Means truck is fully loaded. But second situation they have given, when 260 boxes of type A are loaded in the truck, it can still accommodate 40 boxes of type B. If 260 boxes of type A is loaded, then even having a capacity of 40 boxes of type B, then it becomes fully loaded. Then we have to find the weight of each type of box. So we have to consider the weight of box as if X and Y. So let us consider box ABX and box BBY. X kg and Y kg. Means we are going to find the weight of box A and weight of box B. Now what they have told, 10 tons, means the capacity of truck is of 10 tons, means 1 ton is equals to 1000 kg. If we are going to calculate, 1 ton is equals to 1000 kg, then 10 ton is equals to 10 tons is equals to 10,000 kg. Okay, this we have to remember. Now see here, according to the first condition, two types of boxes A and B are placed in a truck. When 150 boxes of type A and 100 boxes of type B are loaded, then the truck is weighing 10 tons. Means 150x plus 100B or 100y is equals to 10,000 kg. Means we are writing in kg, so we have written here. Now see here, we have to simplify the equations first. Then we can divide this equation by 10. Dividing this equation by 10, we get 15x plus 10y is equals to 1000. So this is equation number 1. Now, according to second condition, when 260 boxes of type A are loaded in truck, it still accommodate 40 boxes. Means 260 boxes of A plus 40 of B, means 40Y is equals to 10,000. Means again we want to simplify the equation. Now, if we are going to divide this term by 4, then we are going to get here the value 10. The intention is that we want 10. Why here? Because we are going to use here elimination method. So, dividing by 4. Okay. If we are going to divide this equation by 4, we get here 65 x plus 10y is equals to 2500. Okay. Now this is our equation number 2. Now subtracting equation 1 and 2. If we are going to subtract equation 1 and 2, we are going to get the value of x. Means 65x, or else we are going to just write here the equation number 1 plus 10y is equals to 1000. Then if you are subtracting the equation 1 and 2, then the sign will be changed. 1000 minus 2500 minus 1000, then we are going to get 1500. 10th term get eliminated. 65 minus 15 is equals to 65 minus 50 is equals to 50 x. This x is equals to 1500 upon 50. 0 0 get cancelled. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 50. Means x is equals to 30 kg. We get here x is equals to 30 kg. The value of A box. We get the value of A box, that is 30 kg. Each box contains 30 kg. Then we are going to substitute the value of x in equation number 1, because equation number 1 is a simple equation. So we are going to substitute the value of x in equation number 1. 15 into 30 plus 10y is equals to 1000. Then 15 threes are 45 and 0 plus 10y is equals to 1000. 450 here it is added. When we are going to shift, it becomes subtracted. So 10y is equals to 1000 minus 450. Then 10y is equals to, means from 1000, if we are going to subtract 450, then we are going to get 550 here. Okay, then y is equals to 550 divided by 10, then 0 get cancelled, means y is equals to 55 kg. So hence we get the weight of A box and B box. The weight of A box is equals to 30 kg and the weight of B box is equals to 55 kg. So the value of x and y, means the value of A box and the value of B box. Now we are going to discuss about our last question. The last question is, out of 1900 km, Vishal travelled some distance by bus and some distance by aeroplane. Means for his journey he required bus, travelling by bus and aeroplane. Bus travel with average speed 60 km per hour and average speed of aeroplane is 700 km per hour. It takes 5 hours to complete the journey. Find the distance of Vishal travel by bus. Means we have to find the distance which Vishal travel by bus. So now first of all we have to assume the distance traveled by bus and the distance traveled by aeroplane. So let us assume x be distance traveled by bus and y be distance traveled by aeroplane. Okay. Now the first condition, they have given 1900 kilometer distance is travel by to complete a journey. Sorry, 1900 kilometer distance is travel by Vishal to complete his journey, and bus average speed is 60 km per hour and average speed of aeroplane is 700 km per hour. So according to the first condition, we come to know that 60x plus 700y is equals to 1900, means 1900 kilometer. This is equation number 1. Now it takes 5 hours to complete the journey. For completing journey he required bus and aeroplane. So x plus y is equals to 5 hours. Okay. Now see here, we can modify equation number 2, means we can multiply equation number 2 by 700 to get equations similar as equation number 1, because our intention is to eliminate one term to find another term. So for this condition we are going to do that. We are going to multiply equation number 2 by 700. If we are going to multiply equation number 2 by 700, it becomes 700x plus 700y is equals to 3500. This is equation number 3. Means if you are going to compare equation number 1 and equation number 3, we come to know that if you are going to subtract it, we are going to eliminate one term. So subtracting equation 1 and 3. So 700x plus 700y is equals to 3500 minus 60x minus 700y is equals to 1900. One thousand six hundred. This term get eliminated, and 640x. If we are going to subtract 700 by 60, then we get 640. So now see here, x is equals to 1600 upon 640. Now here, if we are going to simplify this fraction, we will get 2 and 5. Means if we are going to multiply 320 into 2, we get this term. If we are going to multiply 320 into 5, then we get this term. So we have simplified pi upon 2. Now they have asked us, we shall travel by bus. We shall travel by bus, but we know the average speed of bus is 60 km per hour, because if we want to find the distance traveled by bus, then the formula is distance is equals to speed into time. So if we want to calculate the distance, we know the speed and the time. Time is 5 upon 2 hours. Okay. Now what we are going to do here, distance is equals to, speed is 60 km per hour. So 60 into 5 upon 2. If you are going to divide it, then it becomes 30. 3 5s are 15 and 0 as it is. Means the distance travelled by bus is 150 km. Means the value of x is 150 km. Here the distance travelled by bus is 150 km, and the answer is we shall travel by bus 150 km. So in our next video, we are going to start or begins with our new chapter, that is quadratic equation. So thank you friends for watching my video.